Chris troubleshot a leaky hose in the wide belt sander, got it fixed. And used the power of 3S to recover a faulty vibrator. We changed it out, got it fixed up, ready to rock and roll. Anna discovered some tools on the clay machine, found out what they're for, and got them labeled and homed. Hey team, making a sort here. We had our two guns that we got replaced, and we need to go through and clean them up. I'm also starting to assemble all the extra parts that were from it, because there's a lot of choice confusion, so I'm trying to go through these, and it's emptying out a lot of place stuff. It shows why we didn't need to replace the pumps, because they often needed to be worked. In spray to match the white gun, I put a little adjuster on the mixer so that we wouldn't violently mix our gel coat and could have better control over it.
Morning. So like I don't know, a week, 2 weeks ago, we cleaned up one of our big clamps and taped off what we're not really using. So we have this much room right here to clamp onto a mold. And then we wrapped the rest of it with some heavy duty Gorilla Tape to try to keep it nice and clean. So far the first one, the prototype, has been working pretty good. Everybody that's working in Pour likes it. Today we've gotten, I know there's another one, I think it's over in Pour, but we got another two cleaned up, ready for some taping. And Bobby's over there still working on a few as well. But they have to be 100% clean and all the stuff blown out so they work properly. And it looks good.
For our undermounts, right now we got them living over there on top of our box ends, and that's really not the home for them, because as soon as we get into those box ends, those are going to be on the floor. So I thought we could make something similar to this. Maybe we could store them underneath the stairs there. I mean, we don't have as many, so it doesn't need to be as big, but that's what we're working on.
Yo, E-Team. So I am here because when we put on overflows on round bowls, it works because the roll is round. But on the groove bowls, it is very important that they have a more straight line, and then they have their little connector, and then it goes back down. Well, that roundness creates a bunch of problems here and makes it really hard to spray, and it's really a quality concern for standing water in there. So I thought, how could I make the simplest way to make them straight? And I just bought some dowels and have them sitting on here. Now we're gonna have to do it in a batch work, and I'm gonna hand it over to Seth and kind of work on improving it further, but it seems to work well. Peace out.
I actually used our Gemba docs on a measure to take pictures of each step and write down the measurements so that I had a good visual and the measurement.